Good morning, student. This is your first chapter of English language, that is kind of noun. So, broadly speaking, a noun is a word that functions as a name of a thing, person, or place. However, the term thing includes living creature, action, qualities, state of existence, and ideas. In other words, we can say that a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, as Gita, Mumbai, table iron, cleverness, goodness, beauty. So, noun is the name of anything. It means that it is a person, place, animal, or thing. So, here example for a person, there is example of Gita. For place, there is example of Mumbai. For animal, it is horse. Thing, it is table iron. And cleverness, goodness, beauty. These are the names of ideas or qualities. So, when we find these things, that broadly speaking, a noun is a word that functions as a name of thing, person, or place. Now we come to the kinds of noun. So the first one is a proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, or thing. It means that a proper noun names a specific person, place, or thing, and it always begins with a capital letter, no matter where it occurs within a sentence. It doesn't matter that it will come in the very first in the sentence. It is no matter where it occurs within a sentence. Suppose there is a person Akbar, Ram, Mumbai, the Red Fort, etc. Here it is mentioned. So every Indian loves Sachin. In this sentence, Indian and Sachin are particular a noun. Now we come to a common noun. What is a common noun? Common noun is a name which is common to any and every person or thing of the same kind, as boy, pencil, park. Okay. So what is a common noun? A common noun is the word for something such as boy, cat, book, bridge, lake, etc. And it is used for a class of person, place, or thing, and not for a specific person, place, or thing. It is used for a class of person, place, or thing. Okay. Here are examples that boy, pencil, park. Now we come to the third one, that is a collective noun. What is a collective noun? Collective noun is the name of or a collection of a number of person or thing. Words like group, herd, and army. In your book, a collective noun denotes a number of person or thing grouped together as a whole, as crowd, flock, fleet, herd, committee, family, nation, team, parliament, mob, regiment, and assembly. So, what the thing that we can remember, that a collective noun can be singular or plural depending on the sentence content. Suppose if the word is the jury, so jury come for singular number and jury is also considered as plural number. It depends on the sentence. Now we come to a material noun. What is a material noun? A material noun names a substance, a material or ingredients that we can see and touch and which is used for making things. In your book, a collective noun denotes a number of a material noun denotes the matter or substance of which things are made, as gold, silver, iron, glass, cotton, wool, clay, steel. Because it is material noun, so it denotes the matter of substance of which these things are made. Okay? Now, an abstract noun. What is an abstract noun? An abstract noun is the name given to a quality, a state, or an action. It refers to things that we can neither touch nor see, though we can think of them. According to this book, an abstract noun is the name of some quality, state, or action considered to be apart from the thing to which it belongs. Here is three part of this. That first one is quality. So cleverness, goodness, kindness, wisdom. State, poverty, youth, manhood, childhood, boyhood, death, sickness, slavery. Action, laughter, theft, movement, fight, revenge. So these are the example of a abstract noun. Abstract noun is the name given to a quality, a state, or action, and it refers to things that we can neither touch nor see, though we can think of them. So this is the definition of noun and its kind. So student, I think that you understand it well. Thank you.